chapter, there is a lines and angles chapter. So let us discuss about the previous topics that we have already got in the lower classes, like about the lines, about the line segment you have already done, and about the ray you have already done. So let us discuss about what is a line segment and a ray a little bit. Suppose if I consider this as one line I have drawn, if I put 2 points here, okay, if you draw between 2 points a line is being drawn, this is called as a line segment. Okay, this is your line segment. And if I extend this line segment in both the direction, okay, if I extend in both the direction, then this we consider as a line. Then what will be the ray? Suppose if your line is only directed in one direction, then we call that as a ray. Okay, so we have done the line segment, line and the ray. So the line we can draw infinitely. There is no fixed point to it. We can draw infinitely to a longer distance. So let us now discuss about the angles. What are angles? Okay. Suppose there are two lines, or there are two line segments. Two lines they have drawn. Suppose this is one line, this is another one line. Okay. So if I draw two lines, then at the point of intersection, when there is an intersection of two lines or line segments, then it forms angles. Now which are the angles? This is one angle, this is one angle, this is one angle, and this is one angle. So these are called as the angles. So when does the angle form? When there is an intersection of lines or line segment. So this line about the angles are already you have got in the triangle. Now let us discuss about some parts related with the angles. Now if you see the board, this is the line segment that is drawn. Okay, these are the two lines, line segments or the lines. This is forming an angle. Then this is one more angle. You can see the two rays is being intersecting. Okay, this is also one angle. Now what we'll be seeing, I'll be seeing some of the related angles, like the topics we have. One we have complementary angle. This is one. Second one, we have the supplementary angles. We have the supplementary angles. Now what is the complementary and the supplementary angles? The complementary angles are the angles which if you add, if you get the angle, total angle value as a 90 degree, then that is called as a complementary angles. The sum of angles is equals to 90 degree. Sum of angles is equals to 90 degree. Supplementary angles, the sum of angles is equals to 180 degree. Now as for example, if I consider for the supplementary angles, for example, suppose two rays I have drawn. Okay, two rays I have drawn. It is forming an angle like suppose it will be around suppose 65 degree. One more ray I have suppose drawn. Okay, one more angle I have drawn. Suppose this is angle forming an angle of around 25 degree. So one is 65, the other one is 25 degree. So we need to find out whether these two angles are complementary or supplementary. Okay, so suppose if I add the sum of the angles for forming a complementary, it should be 90. Add these two numbers, 65 plus 25. 65 plus 25 is equals to 90 degree. That means these two angles, we can consider this as a complementary angles. These are complementary. But for forming a supplementary angle, I have given the condition that the sum of angles should be 180. Is it forming 180? No, it is not forming 180. It is forming an angle of 90 degree. That means these two angles I cannot consider as a supplementary angles. Suppose if I add one more angle, this is forming an angle of 90 degree. Now you find out the sum of the angles of the pairs of angles. 65 plus 25 plus 90. So 65 plus 25 I have already got as 90. 90 plus 90, it is 180 degree. So we can consider this as a supplementary angles. These are supplementary. Okay, so your complementary angle cannot be a supplementary and supplementary angle cannot be a complementary angle. So I have given you an example. So which pair you can consider complementary? These two. And if you want to consider supplementary, these three. This is just an example. Okay, there are many more examples we'll be going through the exercise. So which angles you can mark it as complementary, which angles you can mark it supplementary, we can do for various examples. This is one related angle. Let us move to the next one. Okay, so we have a question that on the page number 96. Question is that can two obtuse angles be supplementary? Obtuse angles are the angles which are greater than 90 degree. So if I consider greater than 90 degree, suppose two angles if I consider, one is suppose 95, the other one is 95. Suppose both angles are 95. So 95, 95 if I do, obviously what I'll get? I'll be getting the value as 190. 95 plus 90, 95 it is 190. So we cannot consider that as a supplementary angle. Similarly, we cannot consider that as a complementary angles also. Then we have, can two acute angles be supplementary? Two acute angles, can it be supplementary? Acute angles are the angles which are less than 90. So less than 90 if I consider, like suppose if I consider the example that we have taken, 65 and 25, these are what acute angles. Okay, so yes, acute angles can be complementary but it cannot be a supplementary angle. So these are some various examples which is given in your book. Now let us move to the next part. Next related angle is your adjacent angle. Now what is adjacent angle? You can write this in your copy. Okay, as for example, you can write this in your copy. Just pause it. Okay, just pause it and just write it from here. Okay, the next one, we have the third one, we have the adjacent angles. Now what are the adjacent angles you see? Suppose if I consider a book, okay, if I consider a book, this example is also given in your book. This is a book. If I open the book, okay, if I open the book, this way if I open the book, you can see there is an angle formation here. Okay, there will be angle formation like this is your book in this way. Okay, this is the book I have taken. In this way I have opened the book. There is an angle formation here. Okay, there is an angle formation here. If I open, suppose in this way, a gap in between. Okay, a page is there in between and a gap is there. Like if you see here. So, like this, if I open in this way, there is a page in between and there are two angles on the both sides of the page. Okay, on the both sides of the page. This is also one more angle. Suppose this is theta 1, this is theta 2 angle. And suppose we consider this as a ray. This as a ray. Suppose as for example this is a ray. Now what is called as an adjacent angle you see? For the adjacent angle, the property that it should follow. One is it should have common vertex. First point. Okay, it should have common vertex. Second point is that they should have a common arm. Common arm. Okay. The third point is that the non-common arms are on either side of the common arms. Okay, the non-common arms like these two arms. These are the two non-common arms. The two non-common arms should be on the opposite side of the common arm. So if you see in this diagram, whether we can consider these two angles as adjacent angles, yes, we can consider. How you see? It should have a common vertex. Common vertex, that means from the point from where the angles are emerging. Okay, so you can see all the rays are having a common vertex. Clear? So one point is fulfilled. This is done. Move to the second point. It should have a common arm. Now if you see both the angles, theta 1 and theta 2, you see the middle line. Okay, this is one arm, this is second arm. I will consider this as an arm 1, arm 2, arm 3. These are called as the arms. Okay, the sides are called as the arms. So you can see the arm 2, it is common to both the sides, to the angle theta 1 also, to the angle theta 2 also. So the second one is also being fulfilled. Third condition is given, the common arm. The arms that are, the other two arms should be on the opposite side of the common arm. You can see, this is the common arm and both the arms are on the opposite side of the common arm. So the third condition is also fulfilled. So we can consider that theta 1 and theta 2 are considered as adjacent angles. Okay, these are called as adjacent angles. Similarly, if I consider one more example of a steering wheel, the car steering wheel. So if you see the car steering wheel, it remains like suppose in this way. This is like a car steering wheel. So if you see the car steering wheel, the line segments are being intersected. Here is one angle, here is one angle, here is one angle, here is one angle. Like suppose, whether we can consider this as the adjacent angles? Yes, we can consider, you see. For this one and this one, it is having a common arm. You can see this is a common arm for these two angles. First condition is fulfilled. Second one is that the opposite side should have the opposite arms. Okay, the common arm is here and the opposite side should be on the opposite side of the common arm. Second condition is fulfilled. Third condition is that it should have a common vertex. You can see this is having a common vertex. So this is we can consider as a adjacent angles. Okay, this is one. This also we can consider, this and this and we can consider, this and this we can consider, this and this also we can consider. These are all adjacent angles. So this is the third term related with the related angles. Let us move to the next one. So the next one we have the linear pair. Now we have a question in page number 98 that can two adjacent angles be supplementary? For the supplementary angles, what we should have? It should have an angle of 180 degree. Yes, we can have adjacent angles that can have a supplementary angle. Like suppose this is I have considered. Suppose this is 90 degree. This I have to make a little bit more. I will be considering this as 1. Okay, this is one more angle. This is also forming an angle of 90 degree. Now can we consider these two as adjacent angles? Yes, we can consider. You can see there is a common arm. The opposite arms on the opposite sides are there and we have a common vertex here. These are adjacent angles. And if you add the two angles, what will you get? 90 plus 90, what will you get? We will get the angle value, sum of angles is 180 degree. So yes, we can consider the adjacent angles can also be a supplementary angle. And also it can be a complementary depending on the angles. Okay. So next, second question was that can two adjacent angles be complementary? Yes, that also can happen. So if the angles are, suppose we need to have a value of 90. Suppose both the angles are 45. Yes, 45 plus 45 is 90, and that also we can consider as a adjacent angles. So we move to the next related angle, that is a linear pair. So the linear pair, for the linear pair, like suppose if I consider the same example that I have given in the last topic. For a linear pair to form, the two opposite direction, that is with respect to the common arm, this is a common arm, the opposite rays, okay, the opposite rays should be directing in a different direction. Okay, should be directing in a different direction. So you can see this is pointing towards right, this is pointing towards the left. That is one condition. Second condition is that both the angles, if I add both the angles, that is suppose angle 1 and angle 2, angle 1 plus angle 2, you should get the value is equals to 180 degree. That means your linear pair angles are supplementary. Okay, linear pair angles are supplementary. So you write the definitions in your copy about what is the linear angles, that the linear angles are supplementary. These conditions you have to write in your copy. Okay, so we can consider some more, like suppose this is one, this is one, this is one ray, this is the another ray, this is the common vertex of both the angles. You can see that both the rays are directly along the different direction. But the condition is that both the angles should be added and it should be forming an angle of 180 degree. Then only we can consider that as a linear pair. Okay, so we have the definition. Next we go to the next one, that is the vertically opposite angles. Don't make it a confusion that this is also a linear pair. Okay, just for example, this is your 90. This is your, suppose, around 45 degree. Just add the angles. What will you get? 90 plus 45, the value is equal to 135. To sum of the angles. So we can consider this as adjacent angles, but this is not a linear pair. Sum of angles should be equal to 135. Okay, sum of angles should be equal to 180. We have got 135 degrees. So this is not a linear pair. This is your linear pair because we got the value as 180. So let us move to the vertically opposite angles. Suppose if I consider two rays which is being intersected, or a line which is being intersected. This is one angle, this is one angle, this is one angle, and this is one angle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now which one is called as a vertically opposite angles? The vertically opposite angles, this is 1 and this is 1. Angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Okay, why? Because these two angles are considered as a vertically opposite angles. Similarly, angle 2 is equal to angle 4. These angles are called as a vertically opposite angles, and the vertically opposite angles are always equal. Okay, so these are some of the properties related with the angles. So in the next class, I will be starting the exercise 5.1. Please go through the video properly because these things will be required while moving in towards the chapter. And this will also be required for the higher classes. So thank you for today. We will be continuing in the next class. Thank you.